I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Hey everybody, this is Jason Dean with the Joe Blow Movie Network. Disney animators clearly enjoy their job and sometimes share their enthusiasm in their work if you look real close. So let's count down our top 10 Disney characters hidden in other Disney movies. Here we go. Number 10 is the magic carpet from Aladdin, hidden in the opening sequence of The Princess and the Frog. Here we see it being shaken out of a balcony in New Orleans. It's not too hard to mistake, but if you weren't looking for it, you would probably miss it. Number 9 is a very short segment where Lady and the Tramp show up outside of their own movie for just a moment. You're watching 101 Dalmatians, where all of the dogs in the city are communicating by way of the twilight bark. Right here, for just a moment, you can catch the silhouettes of both Lady and the Tramp out in the street. Number 8 is a Pixar and Disney crossover. The Disney movie is a lesser-known one called Brother Bear that was not nearly as successful as the standard Disney staples, but was still a good movie regardless. And here we see literally 5 frames where the animator threw in Nemo from Pixar's Finding Nemo in with some other fish. This one is almost impossible to spot without knowing to look for it. Number 7 is another extremely tough one to spot. Here we see the song and dance number at the pub from Tangled, and if you look very, very closely, you see Pinocchio sitting in the rafters of the pub. Once again, if you didn't know to look for him, you might never know he's there. Number 6 is a bit more of a recognizable reference since it's on the screen significantly longer than the others so far. The movie is Tarzan, and here we see some monkeys making some music at the expense of clanging together Miss Potts and Chip from Beauty and the Beast. This is a pretty easy one to spot. Number 5 is another one that is quite difficult to see, but if you do catch it, you will recognize it pretty quickly. It's a poster of Mulan in the bedroom of Lilo from the sci-fi adventure Lilo and Stitch. I really like this movie, even though a lot of Disney connoisseurs are usually dismissive of it. Number 4 is another easy one to spot if you're paying attention. The movie is Hercules, and here we see him dressed up in warrior garb with a lion skin as part of his headdress and outfit. But the keen-eyed will recognize that lion skin belongs to none other than Scar from The Lion King. Number 3 is a tough one and even arguably virtually hidden from the eye to the point of never seeing it without high definition. Here we can barely, just barely, catch Goofy, Mickey, and Donald in the audience applauding the arrival of King Triton from The Little Mermaid. It's basically impossible to see without analyzing this one frame by frame. Speaking of The Little Mermaid, we get to see a little cameo of Sebastian the Red Jamaican Crab in this scene from Aladdin in our number 2 spot. The genie is going through a list of royal recipes when out pops Sebastian and then gets quickly thrown off screen. At our number 1, we show you all the places the Pizza Planet truck from Toy Story shows up in the world of Pixar. Here is the original. And here it is in A Bug's Life. Here it is in Toy Story 2. Now we see it in Monsters, Inc. And a brief drive-by in Finding Nemo. He's in the audience in Cars, way off in the distance in Ratatouille. It's old and dilapidated in WALL-E. It's parked on the street in Up. It's carrying the antagonists in Toy Story 3. Here he is again in the audience of Cars 2. It's a wooden replica in Brave. It's parked outside a frat party in Monsters University. It's in a memory ball from Inside Out. And it's barely recognizable in the asteroids from The Good Dinosaur. So there's our top 10 Disney characters hidden in other Disney movies. Tell us down below which ones surprised you and which ones you already knew about. I'm Jason Dean for the Joe Blow Movie Network, and thanks for watching.